Last month was my birthday month, so I acted up. I just can't fake the funk, bro. Honestly and truly, I have been in such the reading slump, it's insane. On the road to being just a little less dusty. The issue is that she's so controversial. Moving too fast, candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money and anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Oh, I got 5, also alive. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' stop, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey. Bonus Diaz. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I'm sorry. I just have to pop that. I'm gonna do it after I finish talking because me sitting here with stuff coming up my face while talking is not a thing. I wanted to film this like super aesthetic black girl like August monthly reset, and I just can't fake the funk, bro. And the reason why I can't is because I turned 25 5 days ago, and I went out of town and I acted a fool. I have to get into the groove of being back home, being on routine, doing the things. All I know is my face is puffy as hell just because of like how I've been eating, and that's the reason why I'm breaking out too, because of how I've been eating. The plan for today is to do some work things, start the process of this like monthly reset, and try and get myself back on track. Because right now, my 25 is pending. This is just like, oh shit, like we're waiting for her to arrive. I woke up and I was like, I should cook myself breakfast. I'm not, I'm gonna go get Chick-fil-A. But you know what? I don't have no groceries in my fridge. I don't even have a grocery list. What's that famous saying? I'll start on Monday? Yeah, that's what we finna do, okay? My hands are ashy. I have crust in my eyes and I have a bonnet on. But at least we're authentic. I can at least put some lotion on. Damn. On the road to being just a little less dusty. Body, clip, got it, job on it. Did I ever ask you to take me to go shopping in Paris or go sailing overseas and just drape me in Gucci? No, all I ever asked was you to pick up the phone when you alone. All I ever asked. So today's the next day. I did be productive. I just wasn't able to really talk to y'all like I wanted to talk to y'all. I just want to pop in to kind of explain what's going on. If you hear my dog Lucky whining, he is looking at me like I'm crazy because he's like, who he talking to? He's not in the cage. You gotta get down there, buddy. So I have my handy dandy iPad. So the first thing that I did yesterday that I didn't record, but I still want to talk about in the reset is I went through all of my devices and I kind of just like cleaned them up. I kind of did like an audit of emails, text messages, photos, especially photos because I just came from out of town. So I had a lot of duplicate photos. So this is something I want to do every month because I feel like I take a lot of pictures. I have a lot of random screenshots. I have a lot of like things that I need, that I find useful and that I save, but that kind of just get lost in the bunch of everything. So went through, did that on my phone, on my computer, and on my iPad. So the second thing I did was do an entire apartment reset, and I cleaned the kitchen, cleaned the living rooms. Third area that I want to focus on is finances. So every month I do have a finance routine where I go back through, review the month, see how much money I made this month. I am a freelance filmmaker. The amount of money that I make every month, it changes. So I find that not only do I do this routine every month, like my closing out routine every month, every week, I kind of take a look at what needs to be adjusted, what needs to be done. I'm constantly in my bank account, in my wallet, trying to just making sure the playing field is even. Last month was my birthday month, so I acted up. And I honestly don't want to look at that July budget because I'm gonna be like, girl. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to do the August outline first. We're gonna go through, we're gonna put everything on August. Then I'm gonna go back to July, review July stuff. And then
depending on how bad the damage was, I'll go back and make revisions to August. Because if I do July 1st, I'm gonna be like, girl, you can't spend no money. And that's just not practical. I plan to make an entire video dedicated to how I manage my finances as a freelance person. The goal of the video is to not say this is the way that it should be done, but give people, you know, an idea of like how they can do it. And honestly and truly, if you're a freelance person or you know some tips and tricks, leave them in the comments. And if they make sense to me, I'll do it. That's a whole nother topic, a whole nother video. So next thing I wanted to talk about is I was watching Hannah Ashton's reset video. She did this thing where she called it the content corner. I really, really like that because resets doesn't always have to be like the crazy, overwhelming, adulting things. Like, what like made you happy this month? I kind of felt like it was a little reflection of that. I want to talk about that. Please, y'all, I'm so sorry if y'all hear Lucky, but it's either his chewing or he gonna be whining and crying. Let's start with films. So one of my goals for 2024 was to watch 100 films. I started this goal because ultimately I'm just like, I studied film, I like movies, I like making movies, but I found myself like getting in a little like slump when it came to like staying up to date. I found myself just watching the same movies over and over and over again. Not only was it the same movie, it's the same type of movie. And my boyfriend had made a comment. He was like, aren't you tired? Like, how many times are you gonna watch this movie? And I was like, dang, I did watch like Ratatouille 15 times this week. I did watch Parent Trap. Like, those are some of my favorite movies. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna challenge myself to get out my comfort zone, watch other movies because other movies exist, and you may find a new movie that you like, or you may not, I don't know. I downloaded an app called Letterboxd, but basically this is just an app where you can go and look at the reviews of films. And if you're familiar with reading, or if you're in the, you know, reader community, I would compare this to Goodreads. This is like the Goodreads, but for film. But I will leave all my information down below so you guys can follow me if you want to see what films I've watched. If you guys want to keep up with my 100 movie goal, or if you guys, you know, kind of just want to see like, what is my favorite movies? One of the lists that I have on there is called One and Done. This is a list of movies that I've seen one time and I will never watch again. Comment below your favorite movie, a movie that you would 10 out of 10 recommend, and a movie that has you like one and done. I'm not watching that no more. I've seen it. I don't need to see it again. I'm not, nothing else. In the month of July, I watched 13 movies. I'm not going to tell you my rating of them. If you want to know my ratings and my opinion, then you need to download Letterboxd and follow me on there. You can kind of see my thoughts. Irish Wish, No Hard Feelings, Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black, Players, King Richard, The Breakfast Club, The Photograph, Deliver Us from Eva, Mother of the Bride, The Idea of You, Something from Tiffany's, 13 Going on 30, and lastly, I watched Prom Dates. I'm now at 32 movies in total. We have 70 something movies, 69 movies to go. Not only did I have a film goal, I had a reading goal, but y'all, honestly and truly, I have been in such the reading slump, it's insane. In 2022, I read 6 books. In 2023, I had a goal of reading 12 books. Didn't happen. In 2024, I said, okay, let's try it again this year. Didn't happen. I have been in such the biggest slump because I honestly think it's the books that I decided to read. I know a couple books that I'm hoping will get me out of my slump, but here's what's stopping me. I was subscribed to Kindle Unlimited, and the thing that was frustrating about Kindle Unlimited is like, I'm paying $10 a month, but some of the books that I really wanted wasn't on there. I could use that $10 to go and get an ebook of whatever book I want. I decided I'm getting rid of Kindle Unlimited. I'm gonna go and get the books that I actually want. I went and picked up a book that was really recommended called Magnolia Parks. And honestly and truly, I'm not sure that was the one that was gonna get me out the slump, because it is such a whirlwind of like, what the hell is going on? I can't tell if I'm annoyed, but I know I'm intrigued, but I'm really confused. Like, why y'all act like this? Like, is this for real? And everybody's saying it's like Gossip Girl. I never watched Gossip Girl, but I felt like that's the type of vibe that I would like, because somebody else said it's like reading a reality TV show. And it's like, it's not. It's like being in a third person view of a bunch of people that just have terrible communication issues, and why y'all not just talking? Like, if I was in this friend group in the Magnolia Park series, I would be like, bro, I'm over y'all. Like, maybe this is a book for teenagers. I feel like this is the type of stuff they thrive on. It's like, our communication sucks. Somebody likes somebody, but we're not telling them, and we're not showing our real emotions. Just talk. Y'all spent a lot of time together not talking. And that's just my rant on Magnolia Parks, honestly. The next book I was reading is not one that's like book talk viral, but I heard a lot of people talk about it and I thought, okay, this could be a good read. And then I read the Kindle preview and I was like, okay, this is a good read. So this is called See I Was Right by Kayla Whiteley. Now, Kayla Whiteley, also known as Winter from Bad Girls Club, wrote 2 memoirs about her life and about her experience in the industry. I don't know if she wrote it herself or she had somebody help her write it, but her voice, like in reading this book is like top notch. Like I really think like this is an interesting read. The issue is that she's so controversial. Sometimes I have a hard time thinking about all the things she's saying in the book. People are really like questioning her blackness, and I never really dug that deep into it to say like if she's a white woman, if she's a black woman. Like she really just looks like a woman that's passing, in my opinion. Like everybody says that her dad is not really black. Black people as a community are so dynamic. It's hard to be like, you know, who's the black person? Police. Like, you're black, but you're not. Like, we live in a world where Sophia Richie is also black. Why can't Winter be, you know? I don't even like thinking about that because we not in Jim Crow. I honestly don't really know or don't try and go into details to validate her blackness. But sometimes I do go back and forth because I'm like, wait, if you actually are white, then that's crazy because you can't be coming out the mouth like that. And this is a valid story that I think should be told, and it's pretty interesting. Ultimately, I don't know. I just been like struggling to get through it because I'm like, wait, I'm trying to figure out like, are you really white though? Because if you are, that's a problem, and because you keep saying that word, you know? For the TV shows, let's get into it. So Bachelorette came back on. And I know some people are like, Bachelorette, girl, it's my Super Bowl, it's my football season, it's my everything. I have almost every person in my family watching this. My 2 cousins, my mom. We get on a FaceTime call every Monday at 8 o'clock on the dot. They know the deal. Have dinner ready with a glass of wine. We were watching this Bachelorette, and we are talking about everything. Miss Jen girl, what's up with Sam M? I want to know the tea, because I just watched the Nick Vial podcast on it. What he do? And then like, I don't know who I like. Like, I really don't like Devin because it's like, it's not that he did anything. They just look like a weird parent. But then Jonathan is so sweet. But y'all know who I got my eye on? Grant. Because I think he is the darkest of dark horses. Like, he's going to come up in this game so fast and just snatch it from everybody. And I just want to know, why they not showing Grant? The most good looking man on the season. Why y'all not showing Grant? It's something going on with Grant. That's my tea on The Bachelorette. The other thing I've been watching is Claim to Fame. I love that show so much. That is the show that can get like a visceral reaction out of me. Like, you're related to who? Who? Like, literally my boyfriend's like, oh my God. Like, it's the funnest shows. And it's also so funny because it is literally hosted by the Jonas Brothers. And okay, so the shows I need to catch up on. I need to catch up on Power Book 2. They blew me when they said that this is the final season. Because for what? Y'all still got BMF on? For what? Y'all, like, the storyline is not dead. So it makes me not want to watch it because I'm going to be so mad when it ends. That's one way to get your viewership down. And then like the same goes with All American. I know some people say like, oh, All American needs to, it was been done. I'm sorry, I just like Spencer and Olivia. And like, if this is the final season and I could come to terms more with All American not being a thing more than Power Book 2. BMF, it's just, I gotta be in the mood because Da Vinci is great, but me should be killing me sometimes. Also, I worked on a movie kind of related to BMF, and it was a biopic. It was a movie about one of the ladies in connection with BMF. But knowing what I know after working on that movie, sometimes I'll be looking at the storyline of BMF, and I'm like, it kind of ruins it because I don't know. It's like listening to 2 sides of a story. Like, which one is true? I'd be like questioning like, what's fabricated and what's not. Like, I really want to know the story. And there's a lot of documentaries and content already out on BMF. That's where I'm at with BMF. That's just is what it is in my opinion. So that's my little content corner. So please bear with me if y'all could hear the AC. It's too hot to turn it off. Basically, I have cleaned the living room. I organized my desk. I cleaned the kitchen so far. And I'm washing clothes. Now, my boyfriend said he's going to cook us dinner on the grill. And there's a grill right next to the pool, and I wanted to get into the pool earlier today, but I was like, girl, you have stuff to do. Like, you need to get your life together before you can relax. You just came from vacation. But when he said he was going to the grill, I was like, so I'm going to the pool because it's like what I'm doing. I'm just waiting for the clothes to be finished. Everything in here is already done. So without further ado, let me go change into my bathing suit and do all the things. So adios.
Oh, I got five, also live. Tell me when